stream in so long. We're gonna wait like, I don't know, a couple minutes for people to filter into the stream and the notifications to go out. But what's poppin'? Currently drinking Dr. Pepper, my favorite drink in the world. This is always that awkward start or part in the live stream because I'm still waiting for people to get their notifications out, and I don't want to start talking until they come, so it's kind of weird. But once we get people, we'll start talking. How's it going, everybody? Happy New Year's, by the way. Hey, what's poppin'? The notifications went out. Okay, awesome. Hey, it's my first live stream in so long. Can everyone hear me? Is the audio okay? We're in the portrait mode too. Hi, everybody. Hi, how's it going? What's up, Cameron? What's up, Landon? What's poppin'? Dragon Alpha, you're tripping. Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. It's been a crazy year, 2020, you know? Just a weird year. Hey, everybody. We're doing like a live stream fish room because this is my first stream in literally a year. But it's like a live Q&A. If you have any questions about videos or anything else going on, hit me up. We're just chilling in the fish room. Happy New Year, everybody. You should get an axolotl this year. Oh, my brother's, one of his friends has an axolotl and it laid eggs. So I honestly had the opportunity where I could have gotten an axolotl, but I didn't because they're kind of a lot of work, and I'm already working on so many new aquariums and my tortoise and other things. Happy New Year, everybody. Kimberly, what's poppin'? What's poppin', Mark? Dude, I haven't streamed for so long, so if I'm a little rusty, give it some time. I'm chilling with some Dr. Pepper. I literally had McDonald's for dinner on New Year's. We didn't like celebrate or do anything fun. OMG, you have a tortoise? Yes, I have a tortoise. I would bring her out, but I just turned off her lights and this is when she goes to bed. But I have a Herman's tortoise. She's literally adorable. And because we're on the live stream, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what her name is. I've literally never said anything about this online, but my Herman's tortoise, her name is Princess Bowser. Like Bowser from Nintendo video games. I hope I don't get like trademark infringements, like a lawsuit stamped for that name. Red tail sharks. One of my friends had them. I uploaded edits. Ooh, cool. Oh, thanks for the super chat. The cichlid tank. Cichlids would be dope. Maybe in the future. I mean, I have my angelfish, which are technically cichlids. Maybe. I do like their color too. Like those are like the closest things you can get to saltwater, like just with their color. Beautiful. Not Bowser. I think it's gonna be a cute name. Hopefully you guys are staying safe, having fun throughout the entire world. Make sure you hit the like button on this live stream too. Hopefully I'll do more live streams if you guys enjoy it. In the 50, okay, this is like a spoiler. I always do this because like live streams are more personal, so you and I have a better connection and it's not just like a regular video. So I'll give you a little bit of a teaser. So for the 55-gallon that I just set up, it's not going to be an aquarium and it's not going to be a terrarium, a mixture of both. I'm sure some of you like epic pet keepers or like people that know about that know what I'm gonna do because it's gonna be awesome. We already got a comment of what it is. Nice. It's gonna be so awesome. I already did all the preparation. I got the filter. I might be doing a waterfall in it too. It's a little bit more complicated because I don't want to possibly have mold or anything else going on. So I need to make sure everything's perfect, have perfect ventilation and airflow. We need 40-gallon ideas. 40 gallons are a nice aquarium. I really like shallow aquariums, but yeah, with a 55-gallon, it's gonna be sick. What do you recommend with angels? Honestly, angels are kind of annoying sometimes. Like I have three big angelfish in my 90-gallon aquarium, and those guys can be super aggressive when I'm feeding. So when I feed them, I have to put food on one side of the aquarium and then sprinkle food on the other side so that they all get fed because the angelfish can sometimes be annoying in that way. Imagine if having a brackish aquarium. That's kind of what I'm thinking about doing. I don't know. Okay, I guess I could ping ideas. So there's this a type of crab, the fiddler crab, and they kind of require brackish. And that's what I was thinking about doing in the 55-gallon aquarium, like half brackish and half land. And then maybe putting like hissing cockroaches in there. I'm spoiling too much, but I honestly want to hear your feedback because sometimes I just post these videos and I don't know if people like them. So if you tell me, it'll be great. You should get African cichlids. Everyone's asking cichlids. Maybe I should just scrap that entire idea and just do cichlids. But I think that the paddlarium would be pretty sick. Tank size for a beginner. I'd really recommend like a 10 to 20 gallon for beginners. 5 gallons are kind of annoying because you can't really stock that much in there. Maybe like one betta fish and like a couple tetras or something. So if you do a 10 gallon, you could have a little community tank. It's true. And like I feel like again, like a waterfall in there would be so sick. Bumblebee gobies, oh, they're so pretty. Aren't they? They're pretty tiny though, I think. I mean, I like tiny fish, but I also like medium-sized fish. You like catfish. Catfish are pretty dope. I don't think I was thinking about getting glass catfish because they look pretty dope. Ooh, mud skippers. Oh, mud skippers. I remember the first time I saw a mud skipper, and that was when I was at a pet store, and they had this little display, and it was like a super shallow tank, and it was like dirty and stuff. But then there were little mud skippers in it. It was so cute. Been watching since, dude. Oh my gosh, I recognize you in every single video. I always heart your guys' comments. Thank you. You've been a OG challenger. I've been posting videos for a long time, and the ceiling, as you can see, it's so annoying. So my brother and I, during the pandemic, we actually started to build a ceiling in the basement, but then it actually ended up being like against fire code in our house, and my mom was like, okay, you have to take it down, or we can, yeah, you have to like hire someone to like make sure it's inspected, because like the worst thing would happen is there's like a fire or something and the insurance doesn't take care of it. So yeah, we had to remove the ceiling we put in, and we spent many hours on it. But right now I talked to someone, and apparently I can have like flags on the ceiling, like cloth, because the insulation counts as a fire barrier. So I don't really know. Building code is just weird. I wanted a ceiling in here. Yeah, the oh my in my room too. Oh yeah, I used to make the videos in my room. The old days. I remember I got my 10 gallon in there and a couple small tanks. Do you like sports? Watching or playing? I used to be a swimmer. I used to be a varsity swimmer. Oh, you used to, or you keep community tanks. That's awesome. And starting YouTube. I love when I inspire people to do YouTube. That's awesome. And also just keep fish in general. For watching, I don't really watch that much. My family really likes football, but yeah, I'm not the biggest fan. How long is the live stream? Honestly, I don't know. It could be like 2 minutes. It could be 7 minutes, like it is right now, or it might be 30 minutes to an hour. Probably like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It's just like when I'm Oh, I just thought about something that I need to tell you guys. So I posted a vlog video like a couple hours ago, and I mentioned that something is changing in my life in like 3 days. So I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed. And the thing is, like, when you get your wisdom teeth removed, like, your mouth and your face is swollen. So I might not be posting videos, or I might just have to do live streams, because like I don't want to make a cool video but like have my face be all messed up, because that'd be horrible. But yeah, I have to get my wisdom teeth removed, all four of them, and I'm super scared I'm gonna be knocked out for the first time in my entire life. Um, have 10 or 15. A lot of people have 10 or 15. What are some of my New Year's resolutions? I'll get to that once I finish talking about my wisdom teeth, because I'm actually scared. Like I'm actually kind of freaking out. Like now that I'm speaking about it, it's freaking me out. Oh, they have to remove my teeth. My teeth. Oh, that's scary. I don't even want to think about it. I'm just like, hey, my appointment's on Monday. I have to get there at like 12. Your brother got his removed not that long ago, and he was perfectly fine. Okay, yeah, that's it. Can be good. It can be okay for some people, but others it can like lead to nerve damage. And they told me all the things. Like the dentist was reading all the lists of things that can go wrong, and I was just standing there like, yeah, nice. Like you can seriously mess your face up. I'm scared. Just pre-record videos. That's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. But I am filming a vlog. I'm paying my friend to come with me so he can film. So that's gonna be dope. It'll be a funny vlog. I might see if I can go to the pet store while I'm like doped up, because that would be funny. I really want to get a betta fish for my 10 gallon, because that would be pretty sick. But for New Year's, I really don't have that many resolutions. I don't know. I feel like every day of a year is just like a new day and a new year, basically. So the date really doesn't matter. But I think I'm just gonna try reading more. I bought a Kindle. It's right here. I got this like a couple months ago. I've been trying to read mostly business books. I want to try reaching out into fiction books just to get my creative side going when I'm reading. But yeah, that's one of my New Year's. I also want to like work super hard. Let me know if you're in Henderson, Nevada. I'll show you my local fish shop. Dude, I would love to travel one day and just like hit up local fish stores and stuff, because I have met like some fish store owners, and they've offered like to let me film in their store and like do other things. So that'd be pretty sick. Or tank of 2020. Like a 2020 fish tank resolution. I want to finish all my aquariums. I want them all to be scaped by the end of January. Maybe that's a little early. because like I want to film other things, and I don't know what happened to my. I had a 29-gallon saltwater tank, and I actually ended up selling all that to someone that I kind of knew. The thing is, like in the fish room, a lot of things come and a lot of things go, and I also get things from people. Like I just picked up some plants from someone in my local area, and like I have like this little Facebook group of my local area. It's like up to Milwaukee, which is a bigger city, and sometimes we talk and stuff and share information about fish tanks. But yeah, sometimes we trade stuff. Or and my other friend Chase Cortez, which I want you guys to meet. He keeps insects. He just got a saltwater tank. I'm pretty sure he just got it from Facebook too. But yeah, we do a lot of random things. But I did end up getting rid of my saltwater. It was annoying and sad, but I feel like the saltwater is just difficult for me to take care of. So maybe one day in the future I'll get better. Um, the chat's going too fast. Slow down. Why did Chase Stallenwork? That's another one of my. That's my other best friend. Yeah. He's in Racine. Yes, I am in Racine. No docs, no docs. Chase is just in college. I don't really know if he likes making videos. He's interested in photography and stuff, and I always try to push him because making videos is so much fun, and he shares that ambition too. So hopefully we'll get him making videos. And I checked his channel out a couple days ago, and his views are very high. So I don't know, maybe he'll come back one day. He used to sub to him. Yeah. I mean, he made pretty good videos. I feel like, so if you guys don't know, if you check the subscribe down below, I have like, I don't know, 60 something thousand subscribers, but the views are only getting like 1,000 views a video, and that's because YouTube hates me. It's horrible. I'm personally attacked. So I took like 4 breaks throughout my entire YouTube career, and each time the views keep going down because like YouTube doesn't promote videos. So I don't know if you guys got notifications for this or on my other videos if people get notifications. So yeah, sometimes the notifications don't go out because YouTube doesn't want to promote it. I'm studying business marketing in college. I really like business. I actually love business, but I really don't know what I'm going to do with my life. I don't know if I want to work for myself. What consoles do you play on? I don't really play anything. I was thinking about buying an Xbox, but everything's sold out. Like if it was available, I might pick it up, but I don't know. How many tanks do you have? 5, 6, maybe. I have. Ooh, so there is another thing that I don't know if I should make videos about. So I do have a back room back there, and back there I have millipedes enclosure, land snail enclosures, crab enclosures, plant grow out tanks, moss grow out, because like I own a business, so I usually keep all the business stuff back there. So I don't know if you guys might want to see that, or it's like weird because I have so many things that I do in my life, but I don't know what people would be interested in. So that's why I don't like share it all the time. But if you guys actually tell me that you want to see this stuff, I'll do it. I'll show you guys because I'm pretty impressed in like the things that I built. So maybe I'll share them with you guys if you're interested in that. But yeah, I have like a whole grow out thing. It's pretty sick. I'm sorry, I just skipped so many comments. Happy New Year, everybody. All the other people in this stream. Surprised you don't study marine biology. I'm trying to learn more. Like I want to learn more. I just picked out a really cool hobby. I literally bought a 2,000-year-old knife from the Chu Dynasty in China. It's sick. I'm making a vlog video about that. But like I'm trying to expand my knowledge of history and other science things. Because in like school I really didn't pay attention to a lot of this. The only things I paid attention to in high school was business classes, and I got good at business, but I didn't really pay attention to like my chemistry. And I'm so like curious about it too, but like I wasn't just paying attention to it in high school. So like I wish I could go through high school again just to take those other classes that I found boring back in the day because I'm really interested in those now. So now I'm having to learn things on my own, Google things, just watch YouTube videos on random science things because I mean I'm interested in it. It's just like I don't have that experience anymore. And like I don't know if I want to take it in college because that's another like that's going to take away from credits for business that I could also take. Um, for a 40-gallon idea, honestly, I love the idea of having a massive aquarium with small fish. Like that's literally what's going on in my 90-gallon. Like I don't have any monster fish. The biggest fish I have are my angelfish, but I have tons of tetras and tons of cory cats and bristlenose plecos. And I love having a big tank with many small fish. Love science vids. Yeah, me too. I love those too. I watch so many of those. I love the Vox videos that they come out with and a couple other channels I'm subscribed to. Red tail sharks, those are awesome. You're always trying to learn more. That's great. Like I feel like oh my gosh. I feel like a lot of people are interested in that, and I feel like science is a big thing that's going on YouTube too because of all the videos I see about it. Um, Thoughts on these poor feeder goldfish? I It's sad. It's sad. I reacted to this in one of my TikToks and one of those TikTok videos I made. Um, I mean I understand that bigger fish need to be fed those goldfish, like they can't survive off of pellet food. So feeder fish do make sense, but also at the same time like I'd much rather keep those feeder fish as pets because I mean, common goldfish or other like common goldfish that they sell are pretty like they're just pretty. So I'd rather have them in an aquarium than having them be fed to a big fish. You love Corys? Oh, I love Corys too. And when I found out that my Corys bred, I was so happy. Like I had a little baby Cory catfish. It was so adorable. Um, can we see the Corys? I don't really know. The fish room's not too messy, but I don't exactly want to share it if that makes sense. Like my desk is messy. I don't want to look messy, but you know what? Wait, can I flip the camera on? Okay, we'll do a full send. All right, here is the 90-gallon aquarium. And here's a little Cory. That is an albino Cory catfish. Here is another one, an emerald green one next to a crib. Nice. Do you still have my pond? No, we actually filled it in this summer during the pandemic, but it was out of commission for a while. But here is the 90-gallon. It's my favorite, a little discus. Some of my jungle val did get uprooted because all these. I want to find one of these guys. These guys are annoying. My bristlenose pleco. And here's a Gararufa. Oh, he's vibing. But these bristlenose. You guys see that one all the way in the back? I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. Right there, right there. That's him. They uproot all the plants because they swim around and they just ram into it. So it lifts all the plants up, and it's so annoying. Oh, and then here is my 10-gallon. Some people didn't like the scape. I actually really like it. I think that's so pretty. And like the water's crystal clear. Like, I don't know. Some people roasted the aquarium. I think it's sick. And like, tell me what you guys think. I really like that. How are my snails doing? Which ones? The land ones or the aquatic ones? Because the land ones bred. Like I have hundreds of baby land snails, and I'm just breeding them. Okay, now we're back to the regular position. But yeah, the 20-gallon still needs to be aquascaped. I could do that when I get my wisdom teeth removed because it's something chill. It calms me down when I get to aquascape. Tips on getting my fish to keep breeding. They keep breeding and you don't want babies. I mean, if you don't want babies, try separating the males or females. Some people like put fish that are kind of like semi-aggressive that'll eat the babies. I've heard of people doing that before, but I wouldn't really condone that. How's the Grammy? The Grammy is really cute. My brother actually bought me a Grammy, and that's the one in my 90-gallon, and it's gotten pretty big. And my brother thought it died because you never see it in this aquarium. It always hides. The only time that you can ever see the Grammy is when you feed the entire fish tank, and then the food has to go around, and then it has to like start sinking, and that's when the Grammy comes out because he's super like low key. He doesn't like going out there. Um, I was thinking, puffers are pretty adorable. I've had pea puffers in the past. Um, they're not really my type. I've seen Corey Aquarium Co-op, his Mabu puffer. I mean, they're adorable. I'm not gonna say that they're not adorable, but just like keeping them, I don't really know if I'd want to do that because it's literally like a kid. They said like it's literally taking care of a kid. I mean, I don't know if I want that level of responsibility. Plus, they get super big. But I know there's a couple different types. There's some that require brackish, and then there are some true freshwater guys. Hey, Corey, yeah, I'm a big fan of Aquarium Co-op as well. They do some awesome stuff there. Danios. Zebra Danios were actually the first fish that I've ever kept, I think, as a kid, like when I was like 10. I'm pretty sure that's the only one I remember. Um, how you make your canisters, like, um, I mean, most of the canister filters say what they come with or like what level of medium you should have, but I believe the proper way of having a canister filter set up is having a coarse medium that filters out big particles. Under that, having a thin, finer layer of mesh, and then after that, biological media, and then a return. So I think I'm pretty sure that's how it's set up. But I realize how I get crystal clear water sometimes in my aquariums. So I used to get a lot of comments like, why is my water so clear? And it has to do with your filter medium. It's so weird, but when you get a new filter, like a new filter pad fresh from the store and you put it in, the couple days after that, your water is going to be crystal clear. So you just got to replace that or wash it out. I keep doing that with my 20 gallon. Like you have good enough water flow so it filters out the entire aquarium. Corey's, yeah, Corey's can be in a 10. I'd probably recommend keeping your Corey's in maybe a bigger tank, especially when you're supposed to keep them in schools because they're like a social group. You want a lot of Corey's. Corey's are awesome. Yeah, I recommend keeping Corey's. How often do I water change? I've kind of gotten to the point where I don't really need to water change just because they've been established for so long and they have so much beneficial bacteria. The most I do is probably like a water top off once to twice a week. Like I'll literally run a hose. My sink's in the other room. I'll run it all the way around and drop it off here. But I mean, I might do it maybe every 6 months. Like, I mean, I would not recommend this, especially when you're starting a new aquarium. But for the first year, you might want to do water changes maybe once a week, once every couple days. But since these aquariums are established and they're not like smaller aquariums, like the 90 gallon obviously doesn't need a water change every day, and my fish aren't that messy, and I've also built up such a great ecosystem of my fish, like. Hopefully, I'm not on too much of a side tangent, and you guys can like it's not too complicated because sometimes I speak super fast. But when you have your aquarium like at a perfect balance, like you have the perfect amount of regular top dwelling fish, mid dwelling fish, if you have them mixed with a lot of snails that take care of the waste, like Malaysian trumpet snails that turn the soil around, if you have them combined with plecos or Cory catfish that'll help clean up after the waste, and then if you also have a good enough filter, that entire ecosystem works on its own. So the top dwelling fish leave waste for the other guys to take care of. So if you build an aquarium perfectly, you'll be in a great cycle and you won't have to worry about that. Of course, that being said, mistakes do happen. Some things do happen, and like if there's a death in the aquarium or a couple deaths, I'll obviously do a massive water change to make sure that the water quality is healthy. I don't really have to test my water. I used to be really big on testing my water. I used to use those like quick like little strip things to test. What pet YouTubers do I watch? I don't watch a whole lot. I do watch King of DIY, just because his videos, OG fan of him. And I watch Aquarium Co-op quite a bit. I also watch Steenfod Aquatics. He makes and Jadron Aquatics. Jadron Aquatics is like literally one of my favorite. Like his videos are really underrated. I feel like his videos are really good, and he shares a lot of information in the fish hobby. Like I definitely have to subscribe. Oh, thanks, Leon, for the super chat. Is there any message with that? Thanks. Happy New Year, everybody. That's gonna pay for like McDonald's for the next couple days. You're feeding my addiction. I probably have a problem drinking Dr. Pepper. I probably should. That should be a New Year's resolution to drink less Dr. Pepper. No message. Why don't you try to keep salt water? Because I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to like ruin it. My friend Chase Cortez just set up one of his saltwater aquariums. So maybe I'll learn from him and see how well he does setting it up brand new, and maybe I'll try doing it later on. But yeah, we got Liv some okay. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'll let's keep it rolling. I'll probably do maybe a 45-minute stream because this is the first time I've streamed in so long. Say hi to me. Hi, what's poppin'? What are you guys' goals for 2020? Everyone keeps asking mine. What are your guys' goals? I want to hear, and we could like do some back to back. Can you keep dwarf gouramis in a community tank? Somewhat. Dwarf gouramis can be somewhat aggressive when they're feeding. As long as you make sure you monitor them and you have enough plants for the other fish to hide, that'd be great. Freshwater stingrays. Freshwater stingrays are sick, but I don't know if I'd ever keep them because they require a massive aquarium. And the thing is, like, there's like an opportunity cost. Do I dedicate a massive aquarium to one fish, like a stingray, like a Mabu puffer, or like a different puffer? Do I dedicate that one aquarium to that many guy or to that one guy versus me investing and getting tons of plants and tons of other fish that I might enjoy more? That's the thing. Show us your fish room. I mean, it's kind of small right now. I can't wait for my 55 gallon to be set up because once it's set up, it's going to be like one of my favorite tanks, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, my computer froze. What's popping? Can you keep alive? What live plants can't you keep alive? You can't keep Java fern alive. That's interesting. Are you making sure that it's like stuck to something and not rooted? Some of the like high tech plants I'll probably definitely kill if I ever try them. Haha, love your thinking. Aw, thank you for 40. Is the dollar per gallon sale still going on? Because I've seen some people post about it, and like I was tempted to get a new 20-gallon. I don't know. I feel that. Study more. Study more. And I have a semester. My next semester starting in February, so I got to work hard on that. Have you ever kept killifish? Killifish. I kept one, and I actually bought killifish eggs, but they didn't end up hatching, which sucks. But I did that like 3 years ago. Maybe I could try it again. What is my inspiration? It's hard. I don't really know what my inspiration is. I just try being a better self. Try It's weird because like when I think about it, I really don't have anything that's just like pushing me to do. I just do, which is kind of hard to like explain. I don't know if anyone else can relate to that. Do you have killifish? Not really. Killifish, the reason that killifish aren't as popular in the hobby is because most species of killifish literally die after a year. So you'll spend a month, 2 months to get them to grow up and have color and stuff, and then they'll have a couple months of just keeping in your aquarium and they'll die. So there are a couple different species that live a little bit longer, but yeah, that's the problem with them. 40-gallon cube, that's nice. The rimless tanks are pretty cool. I think they're the Aqueon rimless tanks. I've had pretty good luck with Java Fern. I've had it propagate before. But yeah, I mean, I'm really inspired by like Jeff Bezos. I'm literally reading. Well, I forgot the name of the book. Let me pull it up. But I'm literally reading a book that was based off of his letters to shareholders over the past like ever since 1990 or 88 or something, 19 something. It is called. Let me Invent and Wander. It was written by someone else, but it's based off of a lot of Jeff Bezos's stuff that he talked about. Are you ever thinking about African cichlids? Maybe if I have a house one day and like I have a big aquarium, because if I do get them, everyone keeps asking me for cichlids. If I ever do get them, I will want them to have like the best setup. Like I want them to have like the biggest aquarium ever with some beautiful hardscape, and I want it to be good. So if I ever do get them, yeah. Thoughts on goldfish? Goldfish are, I wouldn't say overrated because there are really beautiful fancy goldfish, but they do have a lot of waste. So they're high maintenance. And they do require bigger aquariums than they're advertised. Like some people think you can put them in just like a 5 gallon, and that's not the case if you've ever kept goldfish. So you do need to make sure that you're taking good care of them, doing enough water changes. If I ever did get goldfish, I'd probably do like a bare bottom scape aquarium, so it's just easy to clean. You also can't really keep live plants with them because they'll eat most of them. KG Tropicals, not really. I don't really watch that many fish videos. The only guys I watch I've already mentioned, Aquarium Co-op, King of DIY, Jadner Aquatics, and Steenfot, and a couple other smaller people. Sometimes Aqua Pros, but like most of the time, I try working. Sometimes I'll have things playing in the background. I do watch a lot of other YouTubers. Who do I watch? I don't know. Just like random videos. Like I don't really think there's like one creator that I just always watch. Okay, this is a weird thing, but I probably prefer saltwater fish more than freshwater fish just because saltwater look beautiful, like the colors on saltwater fish and the exotic look. Like my dream fish, a lionfish, although they are like poisonous, but there's a dwarf species that you can possibly keep in your aquarium. Some people do it, but it's kind of hard, but you'll need still like a pretty big aquarium. Do I breed angelfish? I've had them breed, but I've never had babies because I believe the eggs were just infertile or not fertile. Thoughts on turtles? Turtles are really awesome. There's another YouTuber that really kept turtles. I forgot her name, but I was about to buy a turtle, but I ended up holding off on that, and then I eventually got my tortoise. So I probably should make more videos. I still get a lot of suggestions. It's just like my mind's in so many different places, so I'm trying to like stagger things and trying to work everything out. But if in my ideal world where I could post everything that I actually wanted to post, it would just be amazing. If that makes sense. Like I just have so many different ideas. Like I want to talk about like tortoise care videos. I wanted to do like my tortoise reacts to my fish tanks or like other videos like that. But it's just like I don't have the time. I'm trying. A lionfish kept. They seem really interesting. Yeah, the lionfish is just beautiful, but unfortunately they are an invasive species in Florida and people farm them because like they're basically completely illegal to have because they breed so fast and there's barely any predators that can go after lionfish. Um, And like another thing, do I like smaller or larger fish? Usually smaller fish, but that's impartial because I really haven't kept any big fish except for discus or my angelfish. So I don't really have the experience to say that I really like one or the other. Maybe I should just get a big one. I don't know. Oh, we're talking about algae, blackbeard algae. I've had blackbeard algae. That stuff is horrible. That stuff takes over your tank. I think my friend Chase had it too. But yeah, it takes over. It was in my 20-gallon. Most of that is caused by, I believe, detritus and overfeeding. So if you have healthier water, it usually goes away. You can also have a couple of fish that eat it. But yeah, make sure you guys hit the like button on this video. That would mean a lot. Or this live stream. It's not even a video. I had the thought one day, like, what if a live stream was completely already pre-recorded and I was just like reacting? But then that wouldn't really work if you're like replying to actual live comments. I don't know. What live bear fish do you? Guppies for sure, but I believe endlers are pretty easy. But yeah, guppies are really nice and platies. I've bred platies in the past, but that was on accident, and I've purposely bred guppies. Um, Keeping community fish that doesn't get too big. Guppies are a great option. I would recommend mollies, but mollies can be pretty big. I had a Dalmatian molly and they got pretty big, pretty quick. What's your favorite pleco? My favorite pleco, a long-finned albino bristlenose pleco, but unfortunately it did pass away. So I saw one at the store the other day and I was thinking about getting it. Um, would live with the teeth. I don't know. I don't know what that meant. You can reply to the comments in the chat. I'm trying. Oh yeah. Wait. Oh, what? I'm trying to reply to these comments. There's so many, and like I don't know. That's because invasive. Huh. Yeah, the lionfish can be like yeah, they are invasive in Florida just because like there are no real predators that can eat them because they're poisonous, and it's a new thing, and that's the thing. Like it's when something's invasive and like new to an environment, it can be completely deadly. I think I had to do research on that in one of my bios classes this last semester. But cool thing. So I was in a biology class and we talked about like things in the aquarium, like not the aquarium hobby, but we talked about some things with fish and selective breeding and fish, or like I think we focused on I forgot. I think it was reptiles and talking about breeding and transporting. So it was kind of cool because I was able to use some of my knowledge and I talked about it. And I also was friends with the teacher because there was an ant nuptial flight, and that's when the ants fly and get pregnant and then have babies in new colonies. So I was able to talk to him about that. I sent him an email because I took photos of it, and he was really impressed with that. So that was kind of dope. Um, Get an arowana. Arowanas would be sick. I've seen a couple in person, but I don't know if I'd ever want to keep them because they're so big. What grade are you in? I'm a sophomore. Yeah, in college. Well, technically, I mean, I think I didn't take it extra credit, so technically I am. I don't know. It's like weird. I'm in my second year of college. I love reptiles so much. Reptiles are pretty sick. I was looking at green and nulls because that's what I was thinking about putting in my 50-gallon. Just because they're pretty awesome. How do you get rid of blackbeard algae? I'd recommend just making sure your filters are super clean, doing water changes because I think blackbird's algae is the one that just grows off of lower water quality. How do you manage your time with school and videos? Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why I kind of took away from videos because, yeah, I really enjoy making videos. It's like one of my biggest things. But the thing is, like, I'm spending a lot of money on college, unfortunately. And if I were to fail a class because I spent too much time, I would be so mad at myself. And like, I just want to push college out of the way, finish it as quickly as I can so that I have time in the future. So I don't know. It's a lot. I'm just trying to figure out how to manage time. And I also have like my business and also stuff. Um, Buenos Aires tetras. I have a Buenos Aires. I have a lot of Buenos Aires tetras. They're like one of my favorite fish because they're so like okay, these are like I feel like Buenos Aires are like the most underrated fish for people to keep. They were like first of all super cheap. I think I got each of them for like $1 something, which is like incredible to get a fish that size. Second, they started off pretty small, but as you can see, they're pretty big. Like compared to all the other fish in there, they're a schooling fish. So you can buy a pretty big school, and as you can see, they play with each other too. Like they chase each other a little bit, and they just spin around the aquarium, and then they go in groups too. So like if I were to make a loud noise or like a loud movement on this side, they'd all scatter there, and it's just like kind of cool. Like sometimes they hide in the plants together. I don't know. I feel like they're just a really underrated fish, and the fact that I really don't see that many people talking about them should change. Just because like I don't know, they're a cool fish. There's me geeking out about oh. Imagine if a power just went out. No, it's Alexa. Alexa, turn 10 on. Turn 20 on. All right, I'm fancy like that because yeah, it's 8:30 and that's when my lights turn off. So yeah. What if you were over there and like all the lights turned off and there's like a power outage? That's happened to me before. I was filming a video once and the power went out, and I just kept going. I kept rolling. Do you like shrimp? Yes, I love shrimp. Shrimp are my faves. I have so many of them in my. Oh, okay. So I have so many in my 20-gallon, but I don't know how. Just listen to this story. But I don't know how this happened. But when I was doing my 10-gallon aquascape, there's like two shrimp in that aquarium. One of them stayed in the aquarium, but the other one was a literal baby, like the size of like your fingernail, like the thin part. It was like the smallest thing. Like it literally looked like a speck of dirt. Um, when I was scrubbing it with the sponge, I'm pretty sure the baby either got stuck onto the sponge or got caught up when I was doing some water or was on a rock or something. So this little baby, like the size of your little fingernail, is in this little Tupperware container after I did the 10-gallon aquascape, and I put that bin in the back room because I usually just use these bins to hold rocks or just water when I do maintenance. So that little baby shrimp is in that water, and I didn't know. And then I was like 2 days or a day or two after I did the aquascape, I went and I was looking in the bin and I was about to empty out all the water, and I saw something moving. And I looked at it really close. I had to literally take out my phone flashlight, shine the light on it, and I saw a little baby shrimp. Like it was I don't know, some freshwater shrimp. I don't know if it was a crystal one or if it was from like red shrimp. I don't know, but either way, it was so tiny, and I was so surprised. First of all, it lived without a filter and without a heater for over 24 hours. It also was able to stick onto either the sponge or rock, and I don't know, it was still alive, and I poured it into my 20-gallon. So I don't know how it survived, but that just shows that shrimp are pretty awesome. But yeah, I'm happy it's alive. What does your family think of your aquariums? I mean, I think they like them. I mean, it's in the basement, so I kind of took over the basement. My sister likes them. I have her react to some of these guys. Um, but yeah, shell dwellers. Shell dwellers are someone in my Facebook group on in my local area. Shout out Adrian, what's poppin'? Some of my local area actually keeps shell dwellers. So I mean, I've always thought about it just because they're a really adorable cichlid, but maybe one day. But yeah, that shrimp, that was incredible. I don't know how that shrimp survived. Like, shrimp are usually known to be really particular and really sensitive, but the fact that it lived for over 24 hours without a filter and without a heater is just surprising. I don't know if anyone can relate to that story, but yeah, 24 hours. And it wasn't even like, it was in the back of the room, so it's a little colder back there. Do I have an Instagram? Yeah, at James Morelan, my name. And I have a couple other Instagrams too. But yeah, and I think I've had fish that I accidentally caught before, and they've lived like a couple hours without a filter and heater. So I've had some crazy stories in the fish room, but that shrimp just like got to me. I don't know. Hey, what's poppin'? Beef heart, you're fed your discus? Ooh, what type? How many discus do you have? Your family didn't like your fish hobby? Yeah, it was kind of weird. Yeah, I guess that's true. That is true. People keep them in bags for like when you're shipping them. But people, I bought or gotten shrimp from Flip Aquatics, and they use breather bags, so air is supposed to go through. But it's just the fact, and they usually put heaters in them. But it's like just the fact that it was in like a colder room that with like barely any water. Like there was a couple, I don't know, like 25 or 0.25 gallons of water. So it was like super low. I don't know. It was just weird. Do I sell fish? No. I might try breeding them and selling to my local pet store, or maybe just giving them away to people in my local area. Um, I'd really want more people to get into the fish hobby. I feel like there aren't that many people that are keeping fish these days. So I don't know. Hopefully, in the next couple of years, we'll get a new surge of people keeping fish. I don't know if anyone like is more in tune with the markets. Just from like my external viewpoint, I've checked like Google Analytics trying to see the fish hobby. I just feel like it's not as popular anymore, which is kind of annoying. I'm hoping it just peaks again. And gets some more people in because a lot of kids my age as well don't really keep fish. Like most of the people I talk to or deal with are usually like, I don't know, 30, 40, a little like older people, like not like people like in their teens like me. So I don't know. Hopefully the aquarium hobby keeps growing. I'm sure some of you guys are pretty young too, keeping fish. So hopefully we can just get more people involved. What was one of my first fish? I got a betta fish, but I also got a couple mollies. I think the first fish I might have gotten when I was like 10 was a zebra danio. It was super adorable. I went to my pet store recently, my local one, and they have so many cool fish. So it'd be dope if I could try filming videos there. I want to talk to the owner. Hey, 14 in the hobby. I feel like, yeah, fish channels for sure have been boosting the hobby as well. That's why I really like to post videos. FPS Aquatics, I don't know why he stopped posting. He's in college though, and he goes to like a completely different school, so that's why he can't really do videos like that. Tips on selling baby fish to stores. You might want to try selling them when they're a little bit more mature or a little bit older. Um, but yeah, what's my dream place that I would like to visit one day? I was so close to going on a trip to the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's in the Caribbean. I'm I don't know. I have like the tickets and everything is so cheap. It's just the fact that COVID, like, and I don't want to risk either getting it there and being stuck on the island or coming back here and giving it to my family. So it's really unfortunate. I really wish I could go. My friend's going, but I just don't, it's not really worth the risk. So it's very unfortunate, but I would really want to travel there and maybe go elsewhere. Tips on starting a fish YouTube channel. Just post as much as you can. Just don't feel pressure. That's a lot of the thing. Like a lot of YouTubes are pressured to post, and I'm usually pressured. And just making sure that you're okay with posting and try and get on a like consistent-ish schedule. Just don't like I don't know. I feel like that just contradicted itself. But like don't let it overwhelm your life is what I'm saying. But like if you could keep on a schedule, just like don't feel like you have to post every single day or twice a day. Just try doing whatever you can, but also try keeping it consistent. That was better. That was better said. I'm 15 in the hobby. Hey, your dad was in the hobby. That's great. I love that that you're having your parents. Have I ever met King of DIY? No, but I think I've gotten messages from him. I've met basically all the other fish YouTubers. I was in like a fish group chat we had before some aquarium shows. I'm not posting. I'm pretty first. Huh. Yeah, YouTube's kind of annoying sometimes, and a lot of people take breaks. What's my opinion on King of DIY? He's I mean, he's helped a lot in the hobby. He's given so much advice and so much knowledge for a lot of the DIY fish keepers, like the king of DIY. So, and he's I don't know. I've never really talked to him in person, but from what I've seen online, he seems like an okay guy. But I haven't really personally met him, so I don't know what you're looking for with that comment. I mean, he seems like pretty cool. He's helped a lot. Do you have any tips on? I don't know what that is. Do I need my reading glass? I have glasses, guys, by the way, in case you didn't know. Hopefully, I need to clean them too. Do I look like a nerd? See, now I can read better. This is like a win-win. I feel so old. I've been keeping fish for 25 years. Wow, that's awesome. How have you like changed your like some people keep fish for like many years, but then they get out of the hobby for a little bit and then they come back in. So I mean, I love to hear your story. Like if you kept them, like how many fish tanks you kept, if you got rid of some of them, if you got more, or if you just tried staying with the same fish for that long. I wonder what the longest living fish is. That'd be a good like. I want to Google that. What's the longest living pet fish? That's a big one. Do you watch Catch 'em All Fishing? No, not. Oh, goldfish. What? 15 years? 30? What the heck? Wait, hold up, hold up. We got to turn this camera around. That is incredible. Okay, goldfish. 15 years. Actually lived to his 30s. That is, I didn't know that. 30 years? That that's like older than me. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Wow. I should get a goldfish and have it live with me my whole life. That'd be so sad when it dies because I feel like you'd have that bond, but oh, that's so sad. Do you know how to drill tanks? If you were drilling tanks, my biggest recommendation, if I was ever taking the risk, is make sure you buy the right tools, and I'd recommend buying the tools brand new. Sometimes I use old tools and there's like rust or oxidation and other weird things on it, and it can like or chipped teeth. So just make sure if you're buying it and you're doing something big, make sure you get new tools. I thought it was like 5. I am super surprised that goldfish could live that long. What about plecos? I feel like plecos could also live pretty long. I've seen massive plecos. Wow, that's surprising. 30 years. Jeez. Oh, for 18 years, but it died 2 years. Oh, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that basically lived for that 15. But I would give you $2. Aw, thank you. But your guys' support means so much. Like just being here on this live stream, it really is cool because I've seen the. I'm gonna take these off. I feel weird with those on. I feel like the OG challengers, like if anything, the fact that I'm back and like I'm talking to people, I feel like the relationships are a lot closer. Like you guys are like a lot closer. We're like this, like compared to like when I was getting a lot more views because I get a lot more suggestions and the suggestions are higher quality than just like spam on the older videos, if that makes sense. So I'm sure one day if I keep grinding, I'll get more views. But I'm focusing, like, I do a lot of things outside of YouTube. I either work physically or doing other business things. And after college, I'll probably get some job. So hopefully I'll still be able to make videos. But, life is life. So hopefully we'll just see what happens. Fancy guppy tank mates. With fancy guppies, it's kind of interesting. You definitely don't want to go with a betta fish if you have fancy guppies because the fins are a lot bigger. Do you get money out of your YouTube channels? Yes, I do, but it's also not that much. So it'll be like $4 to like $8 a video, which isn't good. Like compared to like some other people that get like hundreds of and thousands of dollars per video. Like even back in the day, I'd make more off of video, but like the views aren't super high, so like getting $4 to like $5 off of me spending 3 or 4 hours working on the video isn't worth it. But one day, hopefully, the views go back up, and then I'll be getting more views. But I'm definitely not doing this for the money. Like, if anything, that just shows that I'm not doing it for the money, because I could definitely be spending that 4 hours working somewhere else, getting like 20 something dollars an hour, or even more, depending on what I do. So it's real. I'm really just trying to follow my passions. Like making these videos is one of my biggest passions. So that's why I do what I do. And that's why I'm still making these videos, even though technically it's not profitable, but who cares? It's still my hobby, and I think that's the coolest thing is the fact that I get to share it. Because ever since I started the first video I made, I was just overwhelmed with comments of suggestions and people giving me advice when I first set up my 10 gallons. So I feel like I've just grown so much with the hobby, and I honestly appreciate everyone that has been there for me because it's been a long journey. I love you guys. You'll get big one day. That'd be awesome. I mean, I really don't know if YouTube would, if I'd want to be like that. That'd be my whole thing, but I don't know. Would you ever keep an alligator gar? Gars are pretty dope. I've seen some really pretty ones, but I've seen Rachel O'Leary's ones. That's very inspiring. Oh, thank you. I mean, if I could do one thing to like recommend, I mean, with this channel, it's mostly to like, I have like three things. It's like to entertain, educate, and motivate. So I really want to educate people on the fish hobby and what I'm doing. I want to entertain people because I know what it's like to be like, I don't know, in a rough spot or like bored or something, and to have like a YouTube video come up that just like takes my mind away is dope. So I know what that can do to me. So if I can do that to you guys, that's also what I like to do. And then motivate. I like to motivate people to get into the hobby or to start YouTube or follow whatever they want to do. And I know I'm not like the biggest YouTuber or big as a YouTuber, but like if I can even make an impact in like 5 people, if you guys, 5 of you, if I can make an impact, that honestly mean the world to me. So that's really why I do what I do. I haven't seen fish on YouTube or big fish on YouTube. On my videos, okay, that's sometimes these comments, like I'm just trying to read them so fast, it's like hard for me to keep up. But yeah, I mean, college has been kind of difficult with taking care of some of these things, but I need to prioritize what I need to do. Usually, school gets overwhelming support since I'm paying so much for that, and it's my future. Um, yeah, I've fed blackworms. We don't have like the red worms or like the bloodworms is what they're called. So I only can get blackworms. So I have fed them to that. Is fish keeping expensive? It's expensive when you're starting out, but over time it gets cheaper. Like you're spending a lot to get the aquarium, spending a lot to get the light, spending a lot to get the filter, and then the fish and the plants and the substrate and the heater. There's so much. But once you get all that, months down the road it'll be worth the return on investment, basically, if that makes sense. So it's expensive when you get started, but over time it's not that expensive. Bro, waking up to notification that made you read, aw, thank you, that means a lot. And like the thing is, like, YouTube does, like, again, it hates me. So when I post a video, I'll get comments or messages, like I literally get messages on Instagram saying the YouTube notification system is messed up and they don't get notified. So it kind of sucks. I'm so slow to type. I'm bad at typing on my phone, and I always get spelling errors when I type on my phone. But I'm pretty fast when I'm typing on the keyboard. Sponge filters are a great investment. I'm like mixed with sponge filters. I like sponge filters because their simplicity but they also don't filter water. In my opinion, they don't filter it as well as like a hang-on back, since you can interchange the filters and do easier maintenance without having to take a whole sponge filter out, squeeze it, and yeah. Fish are the least expensive part. I agree with that. Well, it depends on the fish you get too, but yeah, that is true because like substrate's pretty expensive. The hardscape is expensive. Um, until you get saltwater. Yeah, then the saltwater is super expensive. Sponge filters are great for fry tanks, especially when you have, or not even just fry, but if you have like shrimp or smaller fish, because when they get sucked up in filters, that's horrible. So you can use a sponge filter or a pre-intake sponge, and that works great as well. Oh my gosh, has it been 50 minutes since we've been live streaming? That is crazy. Time just like flew. Hog up too much room in smaller tanks. Yeah, that's true. They do have smaller sponge filters, but yeah, that is true. And if you usually, I think the main thing that I dislike about sponge filters is the fact that the pumps can be so loud, and if they get moved a little bit, then they like make so much noise, and it makes me so mad. And some people put like cloth over it, but that just makes them heat up. Ah, if that makes sense. Live streams make time go fast. Oh my gosh. Ah, maybe I could. I was thinking like if I do a live stream before I get my wisdom teeth removed, just because. Oh, I should do one after I get mine removed. But I'll probably be in like a really weird state. Like I'll say some horrible. I don't even know. I don't know what I'd say. I'd probably like. First of all, I wouldn't be able to speak properly. I'd probably like mispronounce every. If I mispronounce things on their own already. So like if I was like my mouth was that swollen, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to do that. I feel like I'll be obligated to do a live stream once I get my wisdom teeth removed. That'd be fun. Do you own any betta fish anymore? Yeah, I own a couple, and then I also have my. Oh, you have a sorority tank? That's how big's your sorority? I had mine in my 55, but now they're in my 20. Um, I had a couple betta fish females. I'm thinking getting trying to go in your dorm. Oh my gosh, dorms, keeping aquariums in your dorms. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this story, but one of my friends, I'm going to be very vague with this. One of my friends that goes to a different college, he had a 55-gallon aquarium in his dorm. You are not allowed to keep fish in that college's dorm, but he literally kept a 55-gallon aquarium in his dorm, and it was filled with tons of different fish. I don't know how he didn't get kicked out. I don't know how the RAs didn't find out. That was just weird. You should do a live stream after your wisdom teeth removed. Yeah, that I mean it'll be kind of funny, but I feel like I'm scared. I don't want to be in pain. I hate pain. Goodbye, challengers. I'll catch you, catch you later. I'll probably be ending the stream in like a couple minutes. This is like my voice is gonna hurt and my throat's gonna hurt because I'll be talking for so long. Oh yeah, wisdom teeth. I'm so scared for it. What's a sorority tank? A sorority tank is when you keep betta fish females together. Um, Betta fish males fight. Our dorm's expensive. I really don't know because I live at home. My friends, I don't know how much they pay. It can be expensive depending on where you go. Um, check out Coralfish 12G if you want to keep fishing your dorm. Yeah, I think he has a couple videos on that. Yeah, I don't know how he kept that massive 55-gallon aquarium. What age do wisdom teeth grow? I'm 19 and I need to get mine removed. Some people get them when they're like 17, 18. Usually when you're like reaching that kind of age, if that makes sense. Yeah, laughing gas. I'm so scared. I don't want to get knocked out. If you guys comment if you've gotten your wisdom teeth removed, or if you have to, or if you've never had to. I'm scared. Like I chose to get knocked out because I don't want to have to be awake when they, rip that thing out of my mouth. Oh, I'm scared. My dentist, his first patient. I don't get it. That's oh my gosh. I'm scared. I don't, and the thing is, like, there's something called dry sockets. So, like, once your teeth gets removed, there's like an empty void space, and you get a blood clot to prevent your bleeding and your whatever nerves from being exposed. So, if that comes out, you'll be in excruciating pain and have to go to the hospital. So that's gonna be horrible for teeth, at least. My brother was 16. Oh wow, that's pretty young. I don't know. Maybe people get it removed when they're 16. I'm 16 9th month. Happy early birthday. Hey. Yeah, this year my birthday was during the pandemic, but it wasn't just my birthday. It was my golden birthday. I turned 19 on March 19th. It was kind of unfortunate, but we all had to get through the pandemic together. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna end the live stream. It was a lot of fun. I love you all so much. Thank you guys for watching. We'll have to do another live stream soon. Happy New Year, everybody. Hopefully, you have some great luck and great enjoyment and, I don't know, fun this year and staying safe and stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next